Wealthier Angel asks, I have an i7 8700K. I'm running it at 5 gigahertz, and he wants to know, should he upgrade to an i9 10900K or wait for the next generation or next release of Intel, preferably one that runs on DDR5? Now, the answer is going to depend upon what you do with your computer. If you are a mid-level user who sprung for a very nice CPU a couple of years ago, maybe you've got a GTX 1080 Ti on it like I did on mine, maybe you have an RTX 2070 Super, and perhaps you play games at 1440p, and you don't do too much multitasking or content creation on your machine, then you might want to keep that for another 2 years or so. There's good life left in an i7 8700K. However, I recently went through this myself. My home gaming computer for the past 3 years was an i7 8700K with 32 gigs of RAM, a GTX 1080 Ti on 2 4K monitors. It does a good job. But in terms of multiple monitor use and multitasking, I'm playing a game on one monitor and I have another monitor up where I've got a YouTube video playing or a Twitch stream running. I've got Discord open, multiple tabs. My Backblaze online backup is running. My OneDrive and my G Drive are both syncing. The antivirus scan, Windows updates running. And I got 14 things running in my task tray. I started to experience hitches and delays in games because 6 cores and 12 threads is fine for benchmarking games. And this is where the challenge to game benchmarks. I see all the time. How many people keep telling us, I saw benchmarks online that says 6 cores, 12 threads is fine for playing games. It is on a clean test bench with nothing else running. And if that's you, if you have one monitor, you close all the stuff in your task tray and you just play your game, it'll actually run pretty well. But if you have 2 monitors and 15 things running,
not so much. It's not fun listening to the complaining.
Excuse me, who complains when you have a Ryzen 5 instead of a Ryzen 7?
My Ryzen 5 3600 is working just fine. It's my Ryzen 7 1700. That's poo.
Anyway, I upgraded my home gaming computer now I didn't go to the 10900K, but I went to the 9900K. So I actually did a smaller upgrade. I went from 6 cores to 8 cores. I noticed the difference without running benchmarks. Yes. Not because I get more frames per second. And there's this unholy focus on, but will it get me more frames per second? No, not really. It will get you better frames per second. The responsiveness of the computer improved. The smoothness of the games improved. The interruptions of whatever I'm doing on the second monitor went down.
The complaining went away.
I am happier with the overall experience.
Much.
Now, I did that because I have a YouTube channel, and thus I built an i9 9900K for the YouTube channel. Would I advise you to replace a 6-core with an 8-core chip? In general, no. I did it because I already had it. However, the question is, should you skip that and go to the i9 10900K?
Or next gen.
The problem is next gen is not going to be 11th, it's going to be 12th. Alder Lake on LGA 1700, it'll probably be 18 months from now, and that's big little, and you may want to let it have some workout time for teething issues.
Breathing room.
So really you may be looking at 2+ years.
Is he not? Rocket Lake is not.
No.
That's 11th gen.
And that's actually probably going to be 8 cores, not 10. They're going to come down to 8 cores.
They're going to come down to 8 cores.
And that's going to be DDR4 as well.
Exactly.
So here's the question. 1 monitor or 2, multitasking or single tasking, what's your tolerance for hitches over the next 2 years? What's your budget? Is the cost to upgrade, oh my God, I'm going to have to save up and spend every penny I have? Or are you going to have to skip a steak dinner at the fancy steak place? Because if you're the former, save your money. If you're the latter, why are we having this conversation? Skip 1 steak dinner and go get yourself an i9 10900K. Actually, at current prices, you should get the i9 10850K because it's the same CPU for less money.
There we go.
Make sense?
It does. There you go, Wealthy Angel. Boom.